What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we have a market watch for all of you guys to enjoy. So yeah, there are cards coming down to the low where you guys will enjoy picking those up, and there's cards that are climbing up more and more. So without any questions, let's see what cards that might be worth you investing into now, and what cards you should probably just wait off a little bit, right? But you know what, guys, if you find anything useful and you decide to pick up any cards on the Market Watch, use my affiliate link down below. It helps support the channel, no extra cost to you. So without further ado, let's get in the video and talk about it. So first off, Necromon Release Special Booster 2.5. These are cards I'm going to be straight up saying do not invest into, don't waste money into, because 2.5 is a mirror image of 2.0. It's going to be the same pull rates. There's going to be a lucky pack, which means cards are going to get flooded higher, and means these cards are going to fall down fast. And I don't really want to see you guys waste this high money on this, so definitely don't go into it thinking you're going to make something out of it. So definitely keep an eye out on these things like Zephyga Ace. Do not waste money into this either. I just really don't want you guys losing the investment value here. The fact that it is a $60 card right now, it's not going to be the same. The problem comes down to is that we know what these secrets are. It's going to just be a counterbalance of that, and then you know what, they're going to be cheap. I expect these to be like $10 cards because of the lucky pack. So don't waste your money. Omnimon X, don't be spending $50 on this, please, guys. I really don't want you guys losing money. Well, just being stuck with it. I mean, yes, this is an alt for this card, and it's really cool to have, but I just don't want you guys to really be hurting, right? Now, MetalSeadramon Ace alts, Chain of Liberation, after a while, it has come down. $15 is nothing to scoff at. So just keep this on your radar and understanding that MetalSeadramon Ace is one of those cards that are going to stay long-term. It is the alt for the deck, and I just really am excited to see MetalSeadramon do extremely well with GigaSeadramon coming out. So it's another card you should be like, should I pick this up now or wait? I mean, we are getting really close, and next week we're going to see probably a lot of information and understanding of where decks are going. Locals wise, GigaSeadramon is doing extremely well. It is popping off here and there and at least getting some great finishes, similar with some of the other decks in BD20 as well. So I really want you guys to be really thinking long and hard at what you're investing into. Now, MetalSeadramon Ace is 11 to 12 euros, so that's not terrible. But Hexeblaumon Digimon Liberators is up to 35s, going to 40s. So again, long game wise, this card is just going to keep climbing, right? And to be honest with you, it is selling closer to $40 a pop, which means its alt is doing the same thing. It is going to be expensive. And Hexeblaumon is one of those cards that at this point, if you didn't get them, I just don't really think it's worth investing into a style of play like this, but Hexeblaumon is just going to be that expensive card. I think by LLM6, I think we'll see a reprint of this as another alt. So just wait until they start announcing LLM6 or even LLM7. If 6 doesn't have it, I would just go like, you know what? All in, just hold it until 7, because that'll be probably when the reprint happens. But you know, this is something you're just gonna have to wait it out with and just go like, you know what, 35 is just not for me. You know, Europe side 16 to 19 euros. Again, Greymon Secret BT17. This card, I definitely hope you guys snagged it back at the beginning of January when I recommended it. Just now up to $37 to $40 range, and I knew this was gonna happen with the adventure set. The fact that it digivolves on 4 colors and gains the level 3 in name, which means that basically it combos extremely well, and then, you know, on deletion being able to play a Tai Kamiya, which is now hero. That hero Tai can be played off of this from its deletion as an inheritable, which means there's going to be a lot of combinations, and this card is just generically good. And the problem comes down to this now becomes an ultimate bridge gap, I think, through all your rookies. That is just a generically good level 4, and I think a lot of players are starting to realize that, with especially with the new set coming through, and with the starter deck and the main set kind of doing something with heroes and adventurers classification, this is just going to keep climbing up. Now, Europe side looking like 18 to 20 euros. Just climbing, markets disappearing. Guillemon X alts is on Chain of Liberations is following a weird dynamic, right? I mean, we have the best deck in the format, being one of them is Guillemon, right? But Guillemon X is the only card that isn't staying high. I mean, like, Agumon X was still like a $40 card when Greymon was at its peak, right? And Guillemon X is basically peak Guillemon, inexpensive in category. Why is this one a lot cheaper is my question. It's, you know, Agumon X versus Guillemon X. Like, is Guillemon just not that big a fan favorite paired to Agumon that kept the hype going? Like, even right now, Agumon X is still more expensive than Guillemon X, and it just doesn't always make sense to me. But, you know, we're at 16s to 17s, so this is probably a good time to pick these low end, this max rarity piece that you've been probably holding off from grabbing, right? Now, Europe side looking like 12 to 13 euros. Now, Analog Youth Classic Collection EX01 is at $7.50. We have so many alts coming in, it's not even funny. But be ready for, you know, Red, Purple, Imperial Dramon starting to play this card. So it's just something to think about, especially because it is in like the $8 range. Just be ready for if you plan on playing it. Europe side 4 to 5 euros. Now, Sunarisamon. So this card was another card I've been telling you guys to wait on, and I think it's paid off. I was not all gung-ho to buy this up, right? This card was something I told everybody, just wait it out, wait until it's kind of cheaper, and it is actually at a fair price. I would say $5 a pop is a beautiful price number to be snagging this up. I think before this deck gets another wave of support, and this card is going to stick around long term, I think it's just good. I think it's good to be an investment on this, and I think you're definitely going to make some good ways on it. You know, 6 to 7 euros, same thing. Mother D Reaper Championship 2024 Tamer Packs starting to come down, guys. Watching it fall is really good. From this $20 part now down to 15s, which I think is a more comfortable range for Mother D Reaper. So I think if you guys have plans on playing Mother D Reaper in BT 20, I mean BT 2.5 for us, this is a good investment to pick up now because it is your max rarity piece. Unless you just want to be low rarity freak, go for it. Now, Europe side 10 to 14 euros. So kind of going up. Now, Taikamiya alts across time BT12 starting to show some movement, guys. Starting to go up. I mean, again, with Greymon support, and we know that a top end's coming, and then we do have like Guillemon coming. So now there's going to be like 2 separate valuable decks coming in, and then we have Black War Greymon support. So this tie could lead into being some sort of value into that. We'll just have to see long term. Now, Europe side looking like 18 to 20 euros. Now, Redamon alts are being bought up left and right. This card is just getting hyped up because of the Talmon loop, and then you do have just regular Redamon shenanigans. So something like this is just really good to keep an eye out on, right? You know, 18 to 20 euros is nothing to scoff at. Well, you know, 18 to 20 euros, yeah. Now, taking a look here, we have Shumon alts from Digimon Laborers EX07. We're at $8 a pop, and not many lists, plenty of listings to go around. But again, Shumon's overdue for some support, and I think we're gonna start seeing it probably in BT 22, maybe something, because Cinderellamon just has been underrepresented for a bit. And I think it's just time to give it some new wave of support. Even the promo isn't fixing what the deck needs, but we'll definitely see what comes of it in the future. But it's something to probably snag at because 6 euros to 5s is never bad. So, Lady Devi alts Dimensional Phase BT11 are at $14, $15 a pop. Been a hot second, but it's starting to move up little by little. But with the new Mastemon promo that's coming in BT21, I think it's just a safe bet to make sure you get your copies, right? You know, it's definitely going to help you out not to be sleeping on it. Like Europe side, we are very rare that we're under them. They're at 24 to 30s. But guys, remember, use that affiliate link down below if you guys want to support the channel, no extra costs, if you're using TCG Player. AG Nagasumi, alternate art Blastace. We're seeing 16 to 17s. I saw some 15s earlier in the week, but it's kind of cool that we're starting to get under the $20 mark again. You know, it's been a hot second, you know, for this card to be at this price. And, you know, the hype's still there because Takamazuchi is just really strong. But, you know, 14 to 20 euros. Then we have Gaiomon Alt, alternate being Booster EX04. This was long time coming. Guys, I really warned you when this thing was like a $3 card to make sure you get your copies. And I hope you did. Because I made sure I got some extra copies back in, you know, October, just so that I had them. And it's paying off. We are almost at $15 to $20 a pop. Only one of listings, and this could lead to being some snowball effect, right? Could be a very expensive card long term. Now Europe side, 4 to 5 euros. Now Bukamon Next Adventure BT07 going up. There's only 6 listings left, and this thing becomes like a $1 card. This is just crazy here. This 5 cents is nothing. But the fact that it's a $1.21 card in your uncommons might be worth digging them out to flip them if people are picking these up at a consistent rate, right? You know, somebody bought $3.95. Crazy. Now, Europe side, 2 cents, 5 cents. Plenty of stock there. Yaman foils, if you have this is just ridiculously expensive. Wasn't expecting that, but again, I do actually have a list for the deck finally that I can proudly say that it might actually functionally work into local levels. Now, Europe side, 5 to 6 euros. Zenith is starting to load back up on the market. We're at 8s again. Just something to be on the watch and maybe snag up if you need them. Europe side, 2 to 3 euros. Now, we do have Wormmon, Being Observer BT16, climbing up left and right. That red, purple MetalSeadramon is starting to snag up these lower rare listings. If you guys have these rares in bulk section, might be a time to list them up and get some cash. Now, Europe side, looking like 2 to 5 cents to 10 cents. Fusion Eyes, Dimensional Face pre-release cards, we're sitting at 10s to 20 buyout. Just wait this out. If you guys have these cards, if you guys are willing to sell them, get them off your hands. You can make some decent profits, but don't go too crazy, right? Europe side, 1 euro to 2 euros. Now, Doro Gray, Being Observer pre-release card, we're at 10s. Not bad. I mean, Dexteruga definitely isn't the best deck anymore that it was going to be because of the news, everything that has happened. But, you know, it's kind of good to see Dexteruga kind of going down, right? For Doro Gray, you know, not Doro Gray, Doru Gray in general, just 4 euros. Now, Skull Beluchimon, cross encounter pre-release stamp. This card is on buyout and disappearing off the market. I wouldn't invest into it, but if you have this in your bulk, just list it. See, it makes some money. 8 to 10 euros. Now, we have Anubis Event Pack 2 Great Legends BT04. Some people were tinkering with ideas with this in the whisperings that I've heard online, but, you know, this card is very powerful of a card in generalization, right? Being able to make sure that things gain rush. This is possibly to be thought of as a tech for Ghostmon, the card I talked at the beginning, Necromon, as a tech in the deck, just because the rush aspect can come up. You know, 17s, you know, it's not a ghost, but it's something to think about. Europe side, 7 to 8 euros. Now, Wingdramon Box Topper Dragonic Roars, if you guys have this sitting in bulk, time to dust them off and list them. I think people are excited for the deck and just take on the hype for the deck. Europe side, 1 to 2 euros. Now, we do have some other interesting, fun little toys. Hyrurimon foil, we're at $16 to 17s, going up. If you have this sitting, flip it. Now, Europe side looking like 8 to 10 euros. Now, Torotomon foils from Digimon Liberty 607 going up to like $2 a pop. If you guys have been waiting in time for selling, this might be some decent headway there. Yeah, Europe side, is this the right one? Yeah. Is 1 euro to 2 euros. Now, we do have closed store tournament pack. I told you guys, wait this out, and patience is rewarding. Just keep letting it fall. By the end of March, you should see this thing probably back to $1. Now, Europe side, 2 to 3 euros. Now, Landramon, same thing. We're at 6s to 7s. Europe side, 3 to 4 euros. Now, Seadramon, though. Seadramon is not playing fair. We're at $30 a pop. Oof. Guys, you don't need this card. It's a great tech in Giga Seadramon, but it's not mandatory. You can definitely build the deck without it and still do quite well. This card is a benefit, but it's not a mandatory. Your side, 30 to 40 euros. Now, we have Distromon, another card that you should just be watching decently. This card can easily go up or down like it does always, right? You know, being back down to 4s, if you guys have been waiting patiently to pick this up, this might be just some pickup value. Europe side, 3 to 4 euros. Again, once Galacticmon gets shown off in BT21, it's game over, guys. Just saying. So don't let this slip through your hands and get really expensive. You know, War Groundmon Tamer Party Pack Special Across Time BT12. We're at $4 a pop. Oof. Europe side, 10 cents, 20 cents for the Tamer Party Pack version. But, you know, it's another card that if you guys can't afford the Ultimate Cup version, this is definitely a solid replacement. But all in all, guys, that was the Market Watch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.